Hello friends, welcome to Finance MCQ. I am CA Pritam Sangwan and today we will discuss about right issue of shares, which is a part of commerce and accountancy subject of paper 2, which is a technical syllabus of your SEBI grade A exam. Friends, this technical syllabus is of 100 marks in phase 1 and it has 2/3 weightage in phase 2 of your SEBI grade A exam. And friends, you can find entire technical syllabus of SEBI grade A exam chapter wise, topic wise on Finance MCQ website in MCQ question format. You can visit the website and practice entire technical syllabus there. I have put the website link in the description box below. So let's begin. Friends, let's start our discussion with what is a right issue. So friends, it is an issue of rights to existing shareholders. So here the important point is rights given to existing shareholders and not to new shareholders. So it's an issue of rights to existing shareholders, entitles them to buy additional shares directly from the company in proportion to their existing shareholding within a specified period of time, and subscription price is generally lower than the market price. So friends, right issue is issue given to existing shareholders which entitles them to buy additional shares directly from the company in proportion to their existing shareholding, and that too within specified period of time is given in that they have to exercise this right, and subscription price is usually kept lower than the market price. So this is a right issue. I hope it is clear. Now let's move to the next point. Friends, now let us discuss right of existing equity shareholders related to right issue. First one is existing shareholders have right to subscribe to any fresh issue of the shares by the company. So here what happened friends, whenever company make any fresh issue, the existing shareholder of the company have the first right to subscribe to that shares. So it's like if I want to raise some money or I am in need of funds, I will first ask my family members whether they can fund me or not. So if not, then only I should look for outsiders. In the same way, if company wants to raise any fresh issue, they will first have to offer to existing shareholders. Then they can subscribe to in proportion of their existing shareholding. Say suppose company make an right issue in the ratio of 2:1. That is, if any shareholder is holding 2 equity shares, he can subscribe to 1 equity shares. So same way, if an equity shareholder is holding any particular number of shares, he can subscribe to right issue in proportion of its holding. Then they can have a right to renounce it in anyone else's favor, or they can reject it completely. Friends, here right to renounce means they can sell their rights, that is to purchase the equity shares of the company, to a third person, or they can reject it completely. Whatever they want, they can do that. So friends, in nutshell, existing equity shareholders have right to either subscribe for the shares, that is they can purchase the shares, or they can sell their rights to any third person, or they can reject the offer. So these equity shareholders, the existing shareholders, have these 3 rights available with them. Now friends, let us also discuss some of the other conditions which are laid down in Companies Act. First one is right to shares to existing shareholders are offered through letter of offer. That is, if company wants to make an right issue, they can do so by issuing letter of offer to existing shareholders, and offer shall specify number of shares offered and time limit. That is, minimum 15 days is to be given and maximum 30 days is to be given for accepting the offers. So it is the time limit available with the equity shareholders to decide whether they want to accept it or what they want to do with the right issue. Then the offer shall be deemed to include right to renounce unless article provides otherwise. Here friends, if article of association of company says that existing shareholders will not have any right to renounce, in that case there will not be any right to renounce. But if article is silent about this, then the letter of offer shall be deemed to include right to renounce. Even if it is not mentioned, it will be there unless article is silent about this. And then in case offer is declined by the existing shareholder, board of director may dispose of them in such manner which is not disadvantageous to the shareholders and to the company. If existing shareholder says that I don't want this, I don't want to exercise my right, so he can decline it. In that case, board of directors can decide what they want to do with that right. So I hope these conditions are clear. Now let's move on to the next point. Friends, like there are right to equity shareholder, existing equity shareholders, there are certain exceptions also to these rights. Friends, there are 4 situations under which shares can be issued without first offer to existing shareholders. Like we have talked, if company wants to make fresh issue, they have to first offer to existing shareholder and then to the outsiders. Under these 4 situations, company can directly issue to the third person without first offering to existing shareholders. First condition is to the employees under ESOP. If company wants to issue shares to employees under ESOP plan, then they can do so. Friends, we have made a video on ESOP also, so if you want to know more about ESOP, you can go and watch that video also. The second situation is to any person subject to share price is determined by valuation report. Now what is this? If a company wants to issue shares to any third person, they can do so without first offering to existing equity shareholders, but for that purpose they have to carry out a valuation of the company through a registered valuer. Based on the valuation report, whatever will be the share price, that has to be considered for the right issue, and through that company can issue shares to the third person. In third situation, conversion of convertible debt instrument into equity. Here friend, what happen if a company has a debt obligation, that is company has taken a fund or a loan in which there is a condition that it will be converted into equity share capital. So to convert them into equity share capital, company will make issue of equity shares. So in that scenario, company can make fresh issue of equity shares without being first offering to existing shareholders. So friend, here is one important thing to note, that if company is converting its convertible debt instrument into equity, this conversion condition has to be there in the contract, the original contract which is company entered into at the time of taking loan. So if this condition is there at that time, they can do so. So conversion of convertible debt instrument into equity, company can do so without first offering to existing shareholder. Then conversion of government debt into equity in public interest. Here, if company is having government debt and government feels that it is in the interest of public to convert them into equity, the company can do so without first offering shares to the existing shareholders. So friends, these are the 4 situations under which company can issue fresh shares to third person without first offering them to the existing shareholders. So I hope you understand all these situations. Now let's move to the next point. Now friends, let's discuss some other relevant points related to your right issue. First one is financial impact of right issue. Here friends, when the right issues are made, it will increase the net worth of the company. How it will happen? When company make a fresh issue of equity share, the shareholders or the third person will pay the subscription price for that shares. So it will ultimately lead to increase in my paid up capital, and also my bank balance will increase. So it will lead to increase in my net worth. Next point is, what is cum right issue price? It is a market price of the shares before the right issue. Now the next one is, what is ex right issue price? So like cum right issue price is before right issue, and this ex right is market price after the right issue. So these are the very important points they can ask you in your examination. So just try to remember them. So I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to the next point. Now friends, let us discuss accounting of right issue, since it is asked in your SEBI exam syllabus, accounting of right issue. So let us quickly discuss this also. The first one is receipt of money for the shares. Friends, the journal entry for the right issue is similar of any fresh issue. So they are not difficult to remember, very easy one. It will be bank account debit to equity share capital account. That is, money is been received and it will credit to equity share capital. And the second entry, in case of right issue at premium. Say suppose face value of a share is 10 and company is making right issue at rupees 15 per share. So that additional 5 rupees will be your securities premium. So what will happen in that case? The entry will be bank account debit to equity share capital to securities premium account. So only these two entries will be passed at the time of right issue. These are not that much difficult. I hope you able to remember them. So let's move on to the next point. Friends, today we have discussed about meaning of right issue, rights of existing shareholders, other conditions related to right issue. Then we talk about exception to rights of existing shareholders, and in the last, friend, we have discussed about accounting entries of right issue. Friends, right issue is a relatively smaller topic as compared to other. So I have tried to cover all the important points related to right issue which I feel relevant and important from your SEBI exam point of view for your paper 2. Friends, for more practice of this topic in MCQ format, I request you to please visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire SEBI graded technical syllabus which is paper 2 of journal stream in MCQ format. It has 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. We have added explanations for correct answers wherever required. It also has 25 test series for your technical syllabus to practice. So friends, there is lot of study materials to practice on Finance MCQ. Do visit the website for more practice and increase your selection chances. Friends, website link is in the description box below. I will come up with new video. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.